Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It's actually been quite a while since I filmed, except for the one with Mark Costello. The ones with the jig that you'll have seen by now were all old footage from 2018. So yeah, this is me getting back into it, getting back into the swing of it. I've had a good few months to think about what I'm doing in terms of Eleanor, other cars and stuff like that. Lots of things going around my head, influenced by various different things, and I'm hopefully going to share that with you in this video, what my plan is. Plans change, but as it is now, this is my plan. So I've cleaned the garage. It's had a wee clean. You can see I've added a few signs, and spin you around. I've got some more minis up there to keep me company. Had these signs made up by Chris at ESSEX Mini, and I plan to get some more of him because he does a great job with them, and he's really helpful when you speak to him. So I'll put a link in the description for Chris's channel and where you can get the signs. Because a really good price and a really good product. Really pleased with them. So anyway, on to Eleanor. Let's get moving with this. Let's start making some progress and start pushing forward. It's been a while since I have done a lot except for the jig, because Ed took a lot of my time in the nicer weather. Winter's here, rubbish again, so we're on to Eleanor. So the plan for today, I'm going to go over the shell. I'm going to do a proper look over the shell when it's on the jig. It can be rotated, and make a plan of what needs replaced and what I'm going to do about that. So what try not to walk into that. What I bought to assist me, the equivalent of a red marker pen when I was at school and I got things wrong. Yellow paint. What I'm going to do is just put a mark on each of the panels that I'm going to need to replace. I'll add it all up, let you guys know what I'm looking at, because it's not going to be cheap, but it never was going to be cheap. I'm not buying Magnum. I want this done properly, so it'll all be heritage and it'll all be done properly. My goals for 2019, to become a better welder. My welding, it's inconsistent at times. Sometimes I'm happy with it, other times I'm like, oh no, that's rubbish. So I really need to work on it. When doing the jig, some of the welds I thought were better than the others, and again, it's just by practicing these things, you know. I've never claimed to be a welder. I'm learning as I go and enjoying it. It's the only way to do it, to be honest. But when I'm welding on the car, it not only has to be good penetration and good welds, it has to look nice, because I'm quite, you know, I like that. I'm quite particular when it comes to that stuff. So yeah, if it's not what I would accept, then I'll just, the good thing with welding is you just take it back and you start again. So yeah, so bear with me. Don't be too harsh with the critiques on the welding. I'm harsh enough on myself, believe me. So let's get this started. Let's have a look at the shell. I'm going to do the top side first, spin it over, and we'll have a look at the underside. I'll stop rabbiting on and I'll let you see what I think needs replaced. You can chip in if I miss anything, and in the comments let me know anything else you see, but there's not going to be many panels that don't need replaced in some shape or form, so let's have a look. So you've seen the yellow crosses everywhere, quite a lot of yellow paint. Yellow, why? I seen yellow at the time and thought yellow would be quite distinctive. Turns out it was enamel paint, so I should really read things before I buy them. Anyway, I said I would make up a list. The panels, yeah, it's went onto two sides. I've went to the extreme because not all the panels need replaced. Some I'll do with cleaning up and patching, but I've said before, if I've got any doubt, I'll replace the panel because Eleanor's my main restoration. So yeah, things like the floor, I've done bits and pieces already, but I've said before, I'm going to look at all that as if I'm just starting from now. You've seen going around A-panels, heel boards, side panels, boot floor sections, every panel near enough. The roof's good, and the rear valance is good, so every cloud. So, don't know if you can see it there. £2,347.60. Shop around, you'll get that cheaper obviously, and you'll get discounts and things like that, so probably I would reckon about 250 thereabouts. So it's quite excessive, which is what I expected. I'm not going to obviously go and pay that just now. This is a long-term restoration and it's over months and years, so I would buy bit and bit at a time. So after looking at all that and looking at the other cars and things that I've got in the background at the moment, I've come to a decision. I changed my mind about 3 or 4 times along the way, but this is the way I'm going. you're probably thinking, what the hell's going on? I know. The plan was, as you've seen, get Eleanor off the jig, get her wrapped up, get her outside, get the other Mini in and strip it. I was going to strip it, I was going to assess the shell, and I was going to decide whether to reshell with that shell or to stick with the original shell. So I decided, I'd been trying to sell that other Mini, as most of you know. I decided to stop selling as a project and decided to break it. I put the advert on various sites and I answered non-stop messages for about 6.5 hours. People asking for parts, people pleading not to break it even though they weren't wanting to buy it, and people asking how much for the whole project. So back and forward till my brain was broken. And long and short of it is, the Mini sold as a complete project. So that kind of changed the plans here. I'm pleased because it's sold, and the person it's sold to, they're going to keep it as a Mini on the road, so we're not going to lose a Mini from existence. And that's always important to me, as I've said before, because I'm a Mini person. I don't like breaking down these cars. I would rather they lived on. So you might think it's crazy taking the car off the jig when it's just been put on the jig. It was put on the jig about 2 or 3 months ago. The footage that I put of the jig on was old. I hadn't edited it yet over the festive period. So basically I've done quite a few bits and pieces off camera on the jig. There's a few things on with the jig that I'm not 100% happy with, so I'm going to, when I put the jig back on, amend those, fix those, just to make it better. And to be honest, it didn't take long taking off, and it won't take long putting back on. The reason I didn't leave it on the jig and wheel it out was because the plan was to get the other Mini stripped and get that on the jig. So that's why I didn't just wheel it out and cover it up. So what's the plan now? I've got some work to do on Ed. I need to do a few bits and pieces on Ed, and I'll do that in the garage because it's -2 out there. It's bloody freezing and you just can't work out there, and I want to do those bits and pieces so I can enjoy and drive it. Then I can get Eleanor back in, I can start working on her again. While I'm doing this, I'm going to get some parts and panels and stuff ordered, some tools that's going to make my life a little bit easier. I've got my eye on a few, and I've still got some on order that I'm waiting to arrive, so I'll go through them when I get them. But that's the plan moving forward. I did say plans change, that's life. So stick with me, we'll have more of Eleanor coming soon and I'll keep you updated. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers!